In my ear, okay. All right, everybody, welcome to Lemon Live at 5. We're a little bit late because we have something special planned for you here today. We are actually in Baltimore City. We're about to go live to an event that the governor of Maryland and the mayor of Baltimore is having right now. It's an initiative to beef up security and police in the way. Okay. Okay.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right, so we're waiting. So we were in Baltimore, as you guys know, we were doing our live stream, our live feed, and the governor's office saw us and then they invited us here, so we had to turn around. As you know, we were going live from Cracker Barrel, but we were live in Baltimore earlier, and there is, we can go right in here. Governor, good to see you. Thank you very much. We're on live right now.
Oh, great, great.
Mayor, how are you doing? Good to see you.
All right?
Yes.
Senator Antonio Hayes.
Hello, Senator. Thank you very much. So here we go. We have the governor, the mayor, and senator. Talk to us about what's going on. You're beefing up. There's a coordination between several police departments, several different law enforcement agencies that was halted during the last administration, right? And your similar efforts, and you're bringing it back.
Well, and really what it is saying, like, this is how progress happens, is when we actually work together. When we're working with local leadership like the mayor and our state senator, when we're working with local law enforcement and state leadership, when we're working with community groups and people who actually live in the community and have a vested interest in making sure that the community is better. That we know what happened before was that you saw how people thought that the answer to being able to address our challenges was bringing in the National Guard. That's what the last governor did. Came in with the National Guard. We're saying this is going to be a different type of approach where the leadership from the mayor, the leadership from the delegation, the leadership from the community, the leadership from local law enforcement, the leadership from people who actually believe, clergy, people who believe in our communities, that's what's going to get us to a better day. That's what's driving the kind of results that we have seen in Baltimore and across the state of Maryland, and that's the kind of results that we want to continue pushing.
Yeah, Mayor, we were out today speaking with some of the folks in Baltimore, and many of them, some of them were like, yeah, maybe we need the help, maybe we don't. Most of them said they did not, and they thought that it would actually make things worse. What do you say to that?
Well, I agree with him. We've gotten to this point, Don, through the work, through a partnership, through our comprehensive violence prevention plan, working with the community, working with law enforcement, with our investments into community violence intervention, empowering people, even some that were involved in the life of violence before, to now be preventing it. All of us working together to deal with this issue, quite frankly, driven me to service. You're actually in the spot, essentially. This is a neighborhood I grew up in, and the first time I saw someone get shot was across the street when I was 7 years old. We know how to reduce violence in Baltimore, and the truth is that we're lower than we've ever been right now, ever. Why now? Why wasn't it the first term when homicides were through the roof in Baltimore that the president not want to help? To me, it seems like they're trying to jump on the bandwagon of our success. And we have ways for them to help. They can restore the grants that they've made to law enforcement and community violence programs across this country. They can ban ghost guns and Glocks, which is today. They can repeal the T. Harton Amendment that allows us to track down those weapons and where they come from. But they're not talking about that. We do not need an occupation. We need real support, and we've laid out ways for them to do that.
Well, let's talk about some of the successes, because you mentioned it. As I was reading it, I think your the shootings or fatal shootings are down like 22% or something like that.
Homicides are down 30 and fatals are down close to 22%.
So you're having success, but what you're trying to do is make it better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we know what is going to be required to make it better. That, you know, when the president, when he's talking about, improvements, what he doesn't understand is what we're talking about is year-on-year improvements, 2-year improvements. That this is a long-standing trend that we're now seeing in the city of Baltimore, long-standing trends that we're seeing in the state of Maryland. And if the president were interested in actually coming and learning about what's happening, instead of just making ridiculous and inaccurate and frankly very offensive comments from the Oval Office, then he should come spend some time in the community with us.
Yeah, let me tell you, when I heard, I played a soundbite before I came. I just wanted to make sure I heard what he said. And he said, you invited him. He said, I don't know. I don't think I need to do that. It's dangerous, whatever. I walked around today I felt pretty safe. And if someone didn't want a camera or a microphone, I said, I respect your privacy, and then I moved on. Most people did want to talk to us. Now, I'll tell you, Senator, a lot of folks said they need initiatives around neighborhoods. There are some, but they don't think there's enough. Some of them are not working, that people need things to do. And we had a jobs report that came out today. The federal government could be helping. Trump's economy is not helping in the job market area as well, which will actually help crime.
Yeah, no, I think we have some of the most brave men and women that just make a decision to wear the uniform, right? But in partnership with them are community people, just everyday hardworking people that find it a priority to reclaim their communities. And we're at a point here in Baltimore City where we have partners at both the city and the state level. Instead of bickering and fighting against one another, walking step by step to make the type of change that we can. And so it's all of those ingredients together, whether it's the brave men and women that decide to wear the uniform in our local police department or even at the state level. We haven't always enjoyed that here, not with the federal administration or, for that matter, especially at the state level where the difference is made. But because all of those entities are finally coming together and hardworking people are saying we deserve better and we're going to demand better for our community, we're making a change.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I think I know the answer, though. Has the president ever called or contacted, reached out to any of you to say, hey, look, we're all in this together. If you need some resources, let's fight crime. I can help you. Do you need anything? What do you need me to do?
Not me.
You know, not me.
Absolutely not.
And if he did that, I'm sure you'd be willing to work with him if he actually, diplomacy is very important, I believe.
We would never turn down federal support for the work that's happening on the ground. And as the mayor indicated, we have very clear things that we would love for the federal government to support us on. But what we have gotten over these past 7 months is the president has fired more federal workers in the state of Maryland than any other state in this entire country, that the president of the United States has now threatened to cut 250,000 people off of their health care, that we're now looking at a situation where the president has denied FEMA support to people in our state who need that level of support, that the president has cut $30 million from violence prevention programs that were set to come to the state of Maryland and assist places like the city of Baltimore. So we have not gotten help. We have gotten offensive comments and statements, and frankly, a bunch of dribble that would not make any difference in our communities.
Okay, enough about him. The people who live here, some of the folks said they would like some help. They would like more resources. What do you say to those people?
I said, so would we.
Okay.
We want a partner in Washington.
Yeah, but I mean, even here, they want more help in their neighborhood. They want to see more.
I think what I would say to those is that we want that, right? And we need those partners in the community. We are working very diligently to have those programs around the city of Baltimore, and we just ask them to reach out to us, reach out to the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety Engagement, reach out to Safe Streets, We Are Us. There are organizations and people, their local police district that are working to drive violence down in the city of Baltimore. We are acknowledging this historic progress, but not celebrating because we have a long way to go.
Thank you. Yeah, your people have been telling me we got to go. But listen, as we walk over there and get ready, I just want to know, a lot of this is, they say it's a youth problem. They said it's young people who are the issues. A lot of the crime is from young people in most of the major cities.
Well, no, I think the thing that we look at it is, first of all, if you look at what's happening within our young people, we know that we have an obligation to support our young people. We have an obligation to make sure that they are safe. We need to make sure that we're going to drive up both accountability, but also opportunities for our young people. And if you really want to have a safer future, it means invest in the young people in your communities.
Thank you. They want to get you out there. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey,
All right.
If you
Thank
run
you,
into some
Senator.
more people, 211 is a number that anyone could call. The governor's made some significant investments in it. But it's an
Thank
easy
you.
number to remember if they need help with anything.
Say again.
211. Similar to 911, 211 is a number that any resident of Maryland and Baltimore can call if they need help with any services, whether it be social services, whether it be access to food or whatever. That's what the 211 service is. And it's here in the state of Maryland, the governor's made some significant investments.
Senator, how do you feel that getting the help? You're hearing from the mayor and from the governor, and that they're going to do this initiative.
Yeah. No, I'm excited about it. It was, I had the fortune to come into office back in 2014 at the same time that the last gubernatorial administration took office. And, we actually passed legislation to force state resources, state law enforcement to help us, whether it be I-83 and others here in the city. the former administration, the former governor vetoed that legislation. And it wasn't until we as the legislature had to force their hand and override the veto to mandate the help that we needed. Now we have a governor that's stepping up to the plate, that's voluntarily coming to the table and asking our mayor, how could we help and how could we be a partner?
All right, Senator, there's my producer right there. Can you give him your information so that we're able to get in touch with you?
Okay,
All right?
I sure will.
Thank you very much. So there's a governor and the mayor going in now. The press conference. It's the governor right here. The governor going in now, greeting people, and Mayor Brandon Scott as well, talking to some of the residents here. And they're very happy to see them. And this place is filled with people from the community, community leaders. Thank you so much. Community leaders. They're clearing people around. They want to step aside because the governor and the mayor are coming through. There's a podium right here that they're going to hold. But look, there's a bunch of folks all around who are out here, including some of the folks behind him. I imagine it's part church service, social services, people who work in law enforcement, community activists, and such. So the governor now stepping up to the podium, and hopefully there is a speaker. We can get, if you want to, we can move around if you'd like. So the governor now making his announcement here. But this literally happened right as we were leaving Baltimore.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We just finished having some time. We were walking around our.
Let me know if you guys can hear.
Walking with our partners like our fantastic mayor, Mayor Scott, who's actually from this area. People like the local elected officials. People like clergy. People like Safe Streets. Park Heights Renaissance. And we are us. And we rise. And community groups and community leaders of people who will fight for our neighborhoods and fight for our children and fight for our future. We had a chance to listen. To listen to village elders talk about what's required and necessary. Listen to people who live in communities and who oftentimes find themselves living in communities where people were more focused on talking about them instead of talking with them. Had a chance to speak and walk around here with local law enforcement. Brave men and women who put on the uniform and who understand that they also are part of the communities too. I want to fight and advocate on our behalf here. But people who understand that the work of Baltimore is necessary for the success of the state of Maryland, and the work in the state of Maryland is necessary for the success of the United States of America.
Yes, sir.
People who understand when you're talking about Baltimoreans, you're talking about Americans too. And we're going to fight for our communities.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Not with our communities.
There you go.
We will fight for our communities.
Yes, sir.
And not with our communities.
That's it. That's it.
That we know how much work needs to happen, but this is a group that's ready to do the work. And it's ready to do the work together.
Together.
I think about hearing stories from our mayor, who was telling me he grew up right around here. Right there. And talking about how when we approach this work, whether it's Senator Hayes, all others around us, when we approach this work and take it personally. That this is not a hustle. And this is not political games.
No.
This is about in a moment when people are looking to us and trying to say, do you understand the assignments?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what is required? And do you understand what it takes? And the answer is all of us.
Yeah.
It takes the members of the city council that we have here. It takes the members of the General Assembly that we have here. It takes the members of the community that we have here. It takes the members of law enforcement that we have here. It takes some of our partners from Washington, D.C., at least the ones from Washington, D.C., who want to actually spend time and help Baltimore instead of just talk about Baltimore.
Yeah.
Because up here and all around here, you see the beautiful tapestry of our city and the beautiful tapestry of our state, and you see the realization of a pledge.
Yeah.
A realization of a pledge that we would focus on meeting this moment. We stand here together 2.5 years ago. When our administration first came on board and we said that we were going to take an all-the-above approach to public safety, that you were never going to militarize your way into safe streets.
Right.
That we had to both make sure we were increasing accountability and also increasing opportunity. But both those two things had to go hand in hand. And that meant engaging everybody. It meant engaging our agencies and our public defenders. It meant engaging our elected officials and our nonprofits. It meant engaging our state agencies and our prosecutors. It meant bringing everyone around the table.
Everyone.
And that's exactly what we've worked to do. And in our time, we've been able to increase funding for the Maryland Coordination and Analysis Center and provided MCAC with over $58 million, a historic number since I've taken office and become the governor of the state.
Yeah. Wonderful.
That we've been able to give historic funding to local law enforcement, including over $50 million to Baltimore City alone. But also, it means giving historic funding to our community groups and to the people on the ground and the people who are making sure that the ones who are closest to the challenges are also the ones who have the solutions. They're just hardly ever at the table.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Investing in not just dealing with the problem after it happens, but preventing the problems from happening in the first place. One thing that people have learned, we are not going to rest on our laurels. And we are proud of the progress that we've been able to make, and we are all very, very clear about how much work still needs to happen. Because also, and I want to say this loud and clear, if one person does not feel safe in their neighborhood, that is one too many.
That's right.
And we are going to do anything and everything in our ability to make sure that everybody, no matter where they call home, can say that my home is safe.
Yes, sir.
My community is safe.
Yes, sir.
My neighborhood is safe.
Yes,
my
sir.
home is safe.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
We will stop at nothing to make sure that everybody in the state of Maryland feels that way. But we know to do that is going to take all of us.
All of us.
And it's going to take people who actually believe that Baltimore
Yeah.
can and will always be the crown jewel of the state of Maryland. That we are the home of Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah.
That we are the place where the Star-Spangled Banner was written.
Come on.
That the story and the legacy of Baltimore goes as far back as 1812 and the War of 1812, where Fort McHenry,
Yes, sir.
who told the British, not here.
Not here, baby.
Yeah.
And that, frankly, is the message that we need right now. Because here is what I know. We do not need an occupation.
That's right.
And we do not need people putting in performative and theatrical resources because they do not care about the actual results that they're trying to hope for. If you want to learn what works, come down.
Yeah.
Come spend time.
Yeah.
Come learn.
He's scared.
Come learn.
Yeah.
And come learn that we're what we need.
Yeah.
That we are the change we've been waiting for.
Yes, sir.
And that progress is not impossible. Progress can happen.
Yeah.
But it only happens when we choose to work together.
Together.
And that's what today represents.
Yeah.
Thank you for standing firm. Thank you.
We're always going to stand for Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, we will work work with anybody, but we will bow down to nobody.
That's right. That's
We're not built that way.
it. No.
We're going to fight for our people.
Yes, sir.
We're going to fight for our communities.
Yes, sir.
We're going to fight for our neighborhoods.
Yes, sir.
And most importantly, we're going to fight for our children.
Yes. Yeah.
And they will remember that when it was hard, that this group
He stood up.
showed we were even tougher.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for each and every one of you.
Thank you, Governor.
And I'm thankful.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that I have a partner in the work like Mayor Scott. I'm thankful that we have somebody who takes this work personally. I'm thankful we have someone who stands tall.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful we have somebody who never forgot where he came from.
Never forgot.
And so it is my honor to turn this microphone over
Yeah.
to my friend
Yeah.
and my partner in the work,
Yeah.
your mayor, Mayor Brandon Scott.
We all we got? We all we need. We all we got? We all we need. Thank you, Mr. Governor, and to all of our state and local officials who are here with us. For y'all who have not been here before, welcome to Park Heights.
Yeah.
The best neighborhood in Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. As the governor said, we know that gun violence is very personal to me, but we chose this particular location to drive home how important it was and why. I grew up right there, in a little house with red awning. My aunt is always ready to yell at me for us waking her up from her sleep. She works late night shift.
Yeah.
But this was my playground.
Yeah.
This is where I hit my first jumper that you all know goes in all the time, especially This is where I caught my first touchdown, where I hit my first home run, even where I got my first kiss. Don't tell my wife. But it's also where I first saw someone get shot. And imagine being a young man and having to duck in those bushes alongside and not being able to make it back home. That's why I became a public servant. That's why I dedicated my life to Baltimore City. Because back then, no one cared about Park Heights. Back then, if it wasn't the third Saturday in May, we weren't getting anything. Those days are over.
Thank you.
But those days are not just over for Park Heights. The days of us ignoring what is actually causing violence and not handling gun violence as the public health issue that it is are over. We said that we were going to reduce homicides by 15% from one year to the next. Some people laughed.
Yeah.
Some people asked me every other day when we were going to hit 15. And then when we hit 20, it got quiet.
Yeah.
And when we hit 24, it got even more quiet.
Yeah.
And now that Baltimore has the fewest amount of homicides through September the 5th on any day on record,
Yeah.
is even more. But all of us know that the 7 homicides that we had last month, the lowest any August have ever seen, are 7 too many. Because one life
Is
one too many. But we have to acknowledge that progress to understand where we need to go. When you think about everybody out here today, we truly are all we need.
Yeah.
Whether you wear a uniform or an orange shirt or black We Are Us t-shirt or a Peace Team shirt. Every single person out here, or you just got your Ravens or Orioles gear on with your Under Armour and New Balance. You are all we need.
Yes, sir.
We don't need folks who don't understand Baltimore, who don't care about Baltimore,
Right.
who don't know what Baltimoreans mean to each other,
Right.
to tell us what we are and who we are.
Exactly.
Because we know that we are Charm City.
Charm
We
City.
are the people in the greatest city in America.
Yes, sir.
And we're so grateful to have the support of our state
Yeah.
and our wonderful governor.
Yeah.
Because we all remember those years when we act like we didn't really have a governor.
Yeah.
Right? When you think about the governor restoring of the partnership between the DPD and the Maryland State Police Department, allowing them to bring extra resources. We are showing that we can do this ourselves.
Yeah.
None of us are celebrating and saying that we've solved gun violence.
That's right.
But what we are saying is that we, as a collective, have us in the best position that we have been in 50 years.
50 years.
And now we want to take it even further.
Yeah.
We do not need an occupation.
No.
We do not need troops on our streets.
Right.
But we do need folks who want to be at the table and recognize that people in Baltimore are humans.
Yeah.
That our young people aren't born to be criminals.
That's
that they
right.
are a resource to invest in, not a problem to solve.
That's it.
But I want to also be very clear about the time that we're in. We're in a time where we need everybody to stand up, especially every leader. If you're a pastor, a community leader, an elected official, a leader in your school, this is not the time to hide, because you cannot hide from these people. Do not shrink. Stand up in the moment. So 100 years from now, when your great-great-great-grandchildren are thinking about what you did, they will know that you stood up to fascism, that you stood up to racism, that you stood up to folks who are trying to destroy a democracy to make it so that only a certain group of people have anything. That's what we're doing every day in Baltimore when we save lives. That's what we're doing every day in Baltimore when we show people the right way to deal with gun violence. So I'm so grateful to the governor and his team for their support, for restarting this partnership, but for their partnership each and every day. But most grateful for all the folks on the outside who are here but support us in Baltimore to make Baltimore the best Baltimore it can be. We all we got? We all we need. We all we got? We all we need. Thank you very much. And I think I am turning over now, Mr. Governor, I think to the police commissioner? Yep. To Police Commissioner Richard Worley.
Okay, guys, we're going to listen to the police commissioner.
Thank you.
But I need to take a 2-minute break. I promise you we'll be right back, and you won't miss anything. We're going to get a word in from our sponsors right now. Back in 2 minutes. Support for the Don Lemon Show comes from Z-Biotics. Listen, you know I love a good night out, but I also love waking up the next morning ready to roll. That's why I use Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink. It is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic designed by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. So here's the science. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in your gut. It is that buildup. It's not dehydration. That is what leaves you dragging the next day. Z-Biotics creates an enzyme to break that down, okay? The first time I tried it, it was before a long dinner with friends, cocktails, wine, the works, all of it. And I made Z-Biotics my first drink of the night, and the next morning, no problem. I was on my A game. So as we head into football season, tailgates, big watch parties, don't forget Z-Biotics. Take it before drinking and enjoy your day after. Get 15% off of Z-Biotics at zbiotics.com/lemon with code lemon. That's zbiotics.com/lemon, code lemon for 15% off. Support for the Don Lemon Show also comes from Shopify. This whole show started as a dream, an idea, and Shopify helped turn it into a business. If you have been sitting on your own idea, wondering if you can do it alone, or if I don't have the skills, it's time to turn those what ifs into why nots with Shopify by your side. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide and 10% of all U.S. e-commerce, even here at the Don Lemon Show. Shopify helps to bring you the merch that you love, that we love, that you demanded. So they've got ready-to-go website templates, AI tools to help with product descriptions, discount codes, marketing campaigns, plus 24/7 support, so you're never on your own. And it's award-winning customer support, as a matter of fact. So what are you waiting for? Turn your idea into reality today with Shopify. So sign up for a $1 per month trial at shopify.com/lemon. That's shopify.com/lemon.
Have in the city, back out to other parts.
Okay, so Colonel Roland Butler is speaking right now. The police commissioner of Baltimore just spoke, but this is Colonel Roland Butler from the state police speaking.
To feel safe and enhance the safety you already feel. Doesn't matter whether you're traveling around the state of Maryland, through the city of Baltimore, everyone has the right to feel safe, to feel secure, and we intend to do everything in our power to continue that. You will see no daylight between these departments. We intend to police effectively and constitutionally, protecting and respecting your rights as citizens of the state of Maryland. Thank you. I'd like to turn it over to Chief Joe Scott.
Thank you, Colonel Butler. As Colonel Butler said, I'm Chief Joseph Scott of the Maryland Transportation Authority Police. And for the governor, I just want to say, sir, I walked around earlier in the crowd, and the synergy that's in this crowd is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I came here for a purpose to represent the Maryland Transportation Authority Police, and I am super proud of my agency. But to the mayor and to Commissioner Worley, let me say this. The historical numbers that you have been putting out these last 2 years is historic. And all I want to do is be a part of it. To the men and women of the Baltimore City Police Department, none of this happens without you. Your work, your commitment, your dedication, even when no one else is looking. I thank you for your dedication. And what the Maryland Transportation Authority Police will bring is a partnership. A partnership you saw last year when the Key Bridge went down. Those are the type of collaborations that we need today in order to get things done. And we have to work collectively. So what you see here is a collaboration. And for the citizens of Baltimore City, we're here with you. We're here with you. I might not be BPD, but I'm human. And the human element of me said, I am here for you. And because of that, understand, you're coming. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, it's just going to mean continued collaboration. You know, one thing that we've seen.
Okay, so now the
from
governor is
our
taking
intelligence
questions from
sharing
local
to
reporters.
also our
We have gotten our questions already in for
that we are
the
watching
governor.
every day
So
that is happening between the state of
the
Maryland,
governor's just going
the
to take
city of
questions from the media. So
Baltimore,
look,
the state of Maryland,
we got it
other
first, okay?
jurisdictions
I don't
around.
want to.
And I think when you're looking at the
Yeah, we're gonna
results
pat ourselves
that
on
we
the back.
continue to see across
We're
the
going to
board.
tell you what happened. I'm going to go and talk to some of the people who actually live here now. Here's what happened, if you want to know, okay? And we can put that behind us. Here's what happened. We were out today, and I tell you guys all the time, you got to be out in the streets and you have to talk to people. And that's why I go out in the streets and people are like, oh my gosh, Don Lemon's doing man on the streets. What happened to him? Because that's where you get the information from. So we were out in Baltimore today in one of the worst neighborhoods in Baltimore. And guess what? We got a call saying, we saw that you're here. The governor's doing a crime walk and making an initiative with the state police, with the transportation police, and with other law enforcement, coordinating with other members of law enforcement, including Baltimore City Police and others. And so come to the press conference. It started at 5. They held it for us so that we could get here. That is the power of independent media. We were look, honestly, I'm wearing slides. I had my shirt on. I got stuff all over my shirt. I could say this here. I couldn't say this when I worked for CNN. From some of the candy that we got from you, if you guys were on, you saw us earlier. We were eating at Cracker Barrel. So we left Baltimore. We were at Cracker Barrel. We were 45 minutes away. They said the governor's holding a press conference. It was 4:35. This is going to happen at 5. We said we can get there by 5:25. And they said, okay, come on. And so we came, and so we got the information we needed from the governor, from the senator. Thank you, appreciate you as well. From the senator and also from the mayor. And we also heard from the people who are out on the streets. That's the power of independent media, where you can, on a dime like that, you can turn on a dime and do good stuff like that, and working with a great team. Chris is mad at me because he needed to do a U-turn, and I yelled at him. He didn't do it. He's like, I'm not breaking the law. And I yelled. He's like, that's not cool, Don. I apologize, Chris, producer Chris. But anyway, Mike, you were back there bullying him as well. Anyways, so I want to talk to some of the people who live here. We're going to continue to let's go talk to some folks. How are you, ma'am? I'm Don Lemon. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What do you do here?
I'm the executive director for a youth program.
You are?
Yes, I am.
What do you think of the initiative? What's your name?
Mama B.
Hey, Mama B, I'm Don.
Okay.
So what do you think of the initiative the governor is announcing right now?
I think it's wonderful. I think that we all need to come out into the community and really galvanize groups of young people and community members and listen to what they have to say and then support them.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at your hair. It's laid. You look good.
Thank you.
You look beautiful today.
Thank you.
So what do you think of the president saying he wants to send federal troops here and armed on the streets?
Like we say, we all we got, we all we need. And so we just have to pull together and use all of the great resources that we have in the community. Yeah.
Mama B, thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure
How long have
meeting
you
you.
lived here?
All my life.
All your life.
I've had my foundation, my program, 33 years next week.
Yeah.
So,
Well, keep up the great work, and thank you for speaking to us. Can we talk to you, sir? How are you? What's your name?
James Johnson.
You live here in this neighborhood?
Yes.
What do you do here?
Retired.
You're retired. Good for you. What do you think of this initiative?
I just got here a little late, but from what I'm hearing, it sounds really good. If it's for the community, I'm all for it.
He's going to coordinate with local and state law enforcement to try to help crime go even lower.
I like that. Former law enforcement.
You are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 28 years. I think it's a good thing. We need that. We need the support of all our leaders to bring crime down and continue to keep it down.
Yeah. So you have to tell me what I'm doing wrong, because you look like you're 30, 40 years old, and you're already retired. And I'm older than you, and I'm not retired yet.
Well, I'm pushing 60. So. But I can't take any credit for it.
Yeah, it's the man upstairs.
Yes, sir.
How's the city doing, you think?
I think the city's moving in the right direction. Like I said, as long as we have the support of the mayor, governor, and other partners, I think we can continue in a downward trend.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure meeting you. Pleasure meeting. Can we talk to you? What? Not you? No? Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you guys. You do?
You don't have anybody from South Carolina?
I'm sure we're all related somehow.
We are.
Thank you. No? How are you? How you doing? Good. Can we talk to you?
No, I can't talk.
You can't talk? All right, thank you guys. How y'all doing? Thank you. Don Lemon.
You are.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
How you doing?
I'm like, I know him.
How you doing?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you guys for what you do. Thanks for keeping people safe. We appreciate your service. How are you, sir? Good. So, yeah. What's up, y'all? Can I talk to you guys? It's easy. I just want to know what you think. I want to know what you think of the initiative. What do you guys think of what they're announcing today? What do you think of what they're announcing today?
I think it's great, man. I think the partnership, anytime you have the governor and the city and the mayor collaborating in the city, man, to do great things for the city is a great thing. We want to collaborate, both of them, Mayor Scott and Governor West, for doing a great job. And as they said, the peace team, We Are Us, Safe Streets. These are the organizations that makes a difference in the community, and I'm glad they recognize them.
What about federal troops armed? Does that make a difference?
It make a difference. It's just silly. Yeah, right. It's just silly. I think that, yeah, you said we were going to riot.
Only when you have riots.
Right.
Let me see. What'd you say?
Only when you have riots.
And you don't have riots?
No, we have no riots.
So you don't think it's needed?
It's not needed.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Definitely not needed. Yeah. But I think it's bigger than that. I think that the governor, I think Trump is scared of Wes Moore, and he might be the next president. So I think that has a lot to do with it as well. So I think it's a little politics involved in it.
He's trying to cut him off at the knees before he gets started.
At the knees before he gets started, exactly.
Yeah.
How are you?
How are you?
What's your name?
I am Freedom.
Hi, Freedom. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Do you live in the neighborhood?
I don't, but I work here. I work for LifeBridge Health. I kind of oversee some of the Safe Street teams, hospital responder teams, mental health teams, street teams, and digital violence response.
You're happy about this initiative?
Oh my God, I'm happy that we are here standing together collectively to state that we are all we need. We don't need outside forces coming in, right? Our numbers are telling the story. If you look at the numbers, if you look at the data and you feel the energy in the people and you see the love, you know it's working. We have a lot of work to do and continued work, but we are all dedicated to succeeding in this. So we are dedicated to each other. There's a lot of love in Baltimore. The streets are helping the streets. Yeah. The systems are helping the systems. The mayor's office, the ecosystem that is here is working. Yeah. Why would you interrupt something that is working and not support it? Why would you not ask for the data? Why would you do that?
Can I answer that for you?
Yes.
Because of ignorance.
Oh, yes, ignorance.
Yeah, because he doesn't know the city, doesn't know the streets. He's not here. He doesn't want to come out and talk. He said he's scared. I was out today on Pennsylvania Avenue. I was out talking to people. I didn't feel unsafe.
I don't feel unsafe. You know, the problem is if you're not willing to come to really find out what is happening, then you are scared. Yeah. You got to be willing, especially.
You don't really want to change things if you're not willing to come.
Look, if you are the president of the United States and are not willing to deal in community, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Then you shouldn't be in community. Then you shouldn't be doing this. If you are not willing to step foot in community, when the community is what.
Stand by, Living Nation.
You beat me to it, Nikki. Don will be right back momentarily. Y'all know the drill by now.
This is unfortunately a reality of being in the field, but we'll get him back shortly.
We have tons of great stuff for you this evening. More interviews with men and women on the street. And then also some breaking news out of New York.
Sponsors, and we'll be back in minutes, okay? The Don Lemon Show is brought to you by the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Right now, politicians all across the U.S. are pushing religion into public schools, 10 Commandments posters, untrained chaplains, vouchers for private religious schools that often exclude LGBTQ kids and non-Christians. But the Freedom from Religion Foundation is fighting back in Texas. They just won a federal court victory blocking a law requiring the 10 Commandments in every classroom. They defend the First Amendment in courts, in Congress, in classrooms to protect students from religious coercion and keep public education truly public. Learn more at ffrf.org/school or text Don to 511-511. Don't let your rights be rewritten. Support for the Don Lemon Show today comes from BetterHelp, Better H-E-L-P, okay? We've all been there. Talking to, I don't know, the person at the coffee shop, the barista, the hairdresser, even a stranger at the airport, a bathroom, I don't know, about life's problems, right? Anyone that will listen. They listen, but when it comes to anxiety, relationships, or depression, you need more than just small talk, right? Or at a bar or whatever. You need more than that. And that is where BetterHelp comes in. It's online therapy with licensed professionals who get it. They make it easy to find a therapist who's right for you. And if you're not feeling the match, you can switch at any time. So I've done therapy myself, and let me tell you, it changes the game. Having someone trained to help you process life's messiness, it's really worth it. BetterHelp is fully online, it's flexible, and it has over 30,000 therapists ready to help. Get 10% off of your first month at betterhelp.com/Don Lemon. That's betterhelp.com/Don Lemon. Thanks to all of our sponsors. All righty, so we are back. We're out of our break. And again, we want to thank you for joining us. This has been quite a week for the Lemon Media Network, the Don Lemon Show, the Don Lemon Channel. And, you know, the interesting thing is that the folks here are adamant and strong in their belief that they can do this without sending federal troops. They don't need Donald Trump's help. And as long as you have, you know, folks in community like that, then I think that, I think that they're going to be okay. But someone said something to me. One of the folks there said, I don't know if you heard the lady just a while ago. You can see that, right? Yeah. saying, she said, why interrupt something that's already working, which is such a great point. Why would you interrupt something that's already working? The thing is about Donald Trump is that he's nosy. He can't help it. He has his hand or his foot or whatever in everything, and he's always trying to stir the pot, even in the New York City mayor's race. So we've got two things. We have a governor and a mayor here that we did in Baltimore, Maryland. And then we've got New York City, the mayor of New York City there, and the president of the United States is also trying to insert himself in that election as well. He has offered Mayor Eric Adams a position, I believe it's a housing and urban development, offered him a position there, and Eric Adams responded today in a press conference, and here's what Eric Adams said about that position.
Caucus, I want to speak directly to you. There has been so much speculation, communications, announcements of what I'm doing, no matter what I have stated over and over again publicly. So I want to be clear with you. Andrew Cuomo is a snake and a liar. I am in this race, and I'm the only one that can beat Mandani. Andrew has had a career of pushing black candidates out of races. You've heard me say it over again. Carl McCall, Charlie King, David Patterson. This is his career that must stop with me. This city can't go backwards, New Yorkers. This is a city that I inherited where crime was out of control, COVID, no one wanted to be on our subway system. We watched what happened in housing. The reason people are having these conversations is because I made this city safe. I committed myself and dedicated myself to a city that I love. And I'm going to continue to do that. This polo shirt that I'm wearing that says Eric Adams, Mayor of the City of New York, I'm going to wear that for another 4 years. We can't go backwards. We can't have a city that's filled with encampments like I inherited. We can't have a city where crime and guns are on our streets like I inherited. We can't have a city where unemployment was high across the city, but specifically for black and brown communities like I inherited. While children were not getting a quality education like I inherited. Where low-income people were not receiving the support they deserved like I inherited. What we have done in 3.5 years shows why we have to continue the success we have. I have 2 spoiled brats running for mayor. They were born with silver spoons in their mouths, not like working class New Yorkers. I'm a working class New Yorker. They are not like us. They've never had to fight. They never had to struggle. They never had to go through difficult times like you and I had to go through, New Yorkers. This is such a pivotal and important period, and we have to get it right. And so there's a lot of reports that I'm in Washington on Monday. Those reports are wrong. I'm not. I'll be moving throughout this city in the 5 boroughs that made me mayor in the first place. I'm running for re-election, and I'm going to tell New Yorkers every day why I believe I should be the mayor of the city of New York in 2026. And yes, I hear the polls, I hear the comments, I hear the pundits, but those are the same polls that stated 8 weeks after that Andrew Cuomo was up by 36 points. And even his poll had him up by 10 points. Those are the same polls that stated he was going to walk into becoming the mayor of the city of New York, who he believes is a consolation prize because he made the determination to step down. I'm running, and I'm going to beat Mandani, and I'm going to continue the success that this city has witnessed. And yes, there's many challenges, and yes, I hear it over and over again. It's almost Groundhog Day, folks. How many times have I been told throughout this journey to step aside, to surrender, to give up, to give in? That's the same thing we tell everyday New Yorkers. Everyday New Yorkers are not giving up, are not giving in. are not surrendering. So the mayor is not going to do that. The voters will determine who's the next mayor of this city. And I will respect the outcome from the voters. I love this city, and I gave this city my all. And I'm going to continue to give them my all every day. And New Yorkers, you'll decide. Do you want a working class mayor that's like you, one who struggled like you, one who lived in poverty like you, one who wondered where your next meal will come from like you? Or do you want two individuals who had it all and decided that the elitists would run this city and not a working class mayor? That's the decision.
What are you going to do? Will
you accept or reject the Trump offer?
What's your evidence?
Have you spoken? Why are you taking questions? What about Curtis Lewa? Is he the one with the silver spoon? What about Joseph Hernandez? This is son and Kaylin Fabian are not citizens of the government?
I told you before.
Benny is the city
Okay.
All right. What about on Thursday, on Monday?
You want to put me back up in front
You
of
harass
Katie?
reporters all the time, Benny. You're a city employee. You harass reporters all the time.
Actually, I'll go out to Ron.
So I was listening to that because I thought it was very interesting to listen to all of the questions that they are asking him here. Interesting to me. Wow. What do you guys think? Is Eric Adams delusional? Eric Adams, look. Here's this is mine. Let me give you a logic bomb. The polls showed that Andrew Cuomo was up 30%. That's what he says. I'm not sure if that's exactly right because I think the polls showed, at least from what I know. You gotta do the seatbelt. The polls showed that that Mamdani was up, but also the polls showed that he was down below Andrew Cuomo. And so if he polled lower than Andrew Cuomo in the primary, I don't know. Look, I don't have a dog in the hunt. I understand. I do understand, and I try to tell people the appeal of Mamdani, and I try to tell them I show them the appeal of Andrew Cuomo, and also, Eric Adams. He's already there, and some of the things that they already have in place. I think they're probably concerned. You can just go straight. They're probably concerned about losing momentum. I understand that. But man, these people, some of them, you got to be realistic. I don't think that they are realistic about their chances, and I think their egos get in the way. Because the person who is actually leading in the polls now is, again, Mamdani. The second person in the polls is Andrew Cuomo. The third person in the poll is Curtis Lewa, who's a Republican, and then there are other candidates. But the one who's dead last among the major candidates is Eric Adams. And I know Eric Adams. I saw him 2 weeks ago. I know him. I don't understand. I understand what he's saying, and perhaps it appeals to his ego or his rationale. I don't know, but it just doesn't seem logical to me. Am I wrong? You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. So, I don't know. I don't know. And if you look at the poll that we have up now on our channel, it has, who do you support for NYC mayor? Eric Adams, 2%. Zoran Mamdani, 93%. Andrew Cuomo, I believe it's 5%. End of poll. Okay. Look, you do you. You do you. Well, I don't know what else to tell you. We are going to get back on the road. I told you our experience. Did you guys all hear? So, we've been working our ass off this week. They're shaking their heads. Chris is pissed. You should see. Look at Chris. Why are you pissed? You're ready to be at home, right?
I'm a beast. Like, we should keep going.
All right, let's go.
I mean, where do you want to go next?
You want to go to Memphis?
Let's get in the driver's seat.
You want to go to Philly?
I mean, what's next for us? I mean,
what do you think about Eric Adams? What do you think he's delusional? You think he should stay in? What?
he's gonna get blown out. He's gonna be embarrassed. Like, take the Trump job. Like, if I were him, because right now he's about to get big time embarrassed. I mean, Mom Donnie's up. He has the money. I don't know if you saw this, but Mom Donnie ran an advertisement today saying, "Stop giving us money."
Yeah.
I mean, when have you seen a politician say, "Stop giving me money"?
Yeah. Because he's like, I don't really need it. I think I'm good.
Yeah. So I think he's done. I mean, Cuomo is gonna pull every trick out in the book. He has Trump, working with him, obviously. But Adams is delusional. He's an interesting guy, but take the job.
You know what's weird though is that he's like 20 steps in front of them, right? Like they're all out, I'm sure still raising money. Andrew Cuomo's in the Hamptons. I think Eric Adams out in the Hamptons. Mamdani, to my knowledge, did not go to the Hamptons to, get money. And so they're all putting all this money in their coffers. And Mamdani is like, hey, don't send me any money. Like, take that money. He's probably saying put it somewhere else to good use. And even that is going to get him more voters because he's going to appeal to people who are like, well, damn, I've never seen a politician do that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Has my vote.
Wow. Let me see. Let's see. I've never seen a politician do that. Sorry, that was us on the thing. So I'm going to look at some of the comments. Mamdani better deliver once in office, says Diana Benz. He may as well go all in with MAGA. We're not falling for the bananas in the tailpipe, says LaTanya Morgan. Be safe, Don, out on those streets. Blown the F away, says Lacey Carter. His news conference was a plea to the public to please help him. I'm drowning, says Joanne. So come on now, man. I don't know, Evelyn Talise. I don't know what that means. Eric Adams doesn't like that offer from the president and wants a better offer. Okay. Maybe so. Keep going. I'm loving this. Go to Memphis. Memphis is what, 13 hours?
It's about 13 hours.
We can do that. Come on, overnight. You ready?
I could do it. I drove all the way from New York to Florida by myself before in the same day, so.
And you didn't stop?
Nope.
Chris is a beast.
I'm a beast.
Okay, so where should we go now? We already went to Cracker Barrel. We got our Cracker Barrel snacks here.
Well, Mom Donnie is in Brooklyn tomorrow.
Maybe should we go to Mom Donnie's thing in Brooklyn tomorrow?
Bernie Sanders.
With Bernie. We're gonna go feel the burn and feel the Mom Donnie. Okay, everyone. We're gonna get on the road. If we have something great to come that's live, you never know. We'll get it to you live. We're gonna be the all live channel. We're like our own independent freaking little engine that could cable news station. I'm just saying.
We're posting more on your social on top of these lives than any major network is daily. Yesterday we posted 50 pieces of content on your page.
Yeah.
With 2 people on site in DC. So it's pretty insane.
So we were just like, we got to do is go live, do our 5 o'clock show. But tell them we were like just kind of okay.
Lemonheads, you know the drill. Just give Don a second.
Hey, we love. I thought I saw it and I thought, well, that's perfect timing. Come down. And then the communications person called us and we were there. Chris did not do great driving. I'm just
we got there. We got there before to get the interview.
So you never know what's going to happen. Anyways, we're our own little engine that could. So thank you for supporting us. But you know what? You see what we're fighting, right? We're not just fighting the craziness and the tyranny and the racism and the bigotry and the sexism that is coming out of Washington. But we're also fighting a narrative, and you heard it from AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, where she said the volume that you hear coming from, did she say mainstream media? She said mainstream media of the negativity about Zora Mamdani or about what's happening in America in the government. She says, and it's crazy. So in order for us to continue to do this, we're David fighting the Goliaths with an S. So please support us. Please subscribe. Please like. Please become a member and support independent media. And I thank you for helping us to grow this channel, because look at what we've done in a year and a half. Fuck yeah. All right. So you can be informed without being inundated. Until I see you back here live on the Don Lemon channel, on the Don Lemon Show, turn the TV off. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support.